to help you comprehend why insiders are leaking information and why the internet is going crazy. We have all the receipts. How did the public learn about this shocking discovery? What is going on behind the scenes, really? And above all, what happens next? The truth of this story will astound you. Nobody was prepared for Claressa Shields to make the startling admission that Papoose is her baby daddy. The response was utterly chaotic. Remy Ma's response was not well received. The crowd erupted when he dropped the shocking revelation that left everyone speechless. The issue escalated when he claimed that Remy cheated on Papoose with ease. His criticism of Remy for betraying the man who had been her devoted companion for years was unrestrained. In his opinion, she had cheated on Papoose, and he made sure that everyone was aware of it. The most shocking thing was that, in spite of Papoose's frequent declarations of love and respect for women, including calling them the best, EAs did nothing in his interviews to refute the adultery accusations. In fact, he essentially validated them, and Papoose didn't waste time complaining about it after finding out. Instead of getting sucked into the drama, he reportedly stopped his connection with Remy immediately and moved on. Observe his companion, the champion herself, Claressa Shields. Messier attacked Claressa and Papoose on Instagram a few days earlier, revealing text exchanges that Claressa had with Papoose. "You accept responsibility. You were the one who was married," said one of those notes. "It's telling me you arrived home safely or that you fell asleep shouldn't be a huge deal if you can't at least sleep with me over the phone or in person. Claressa has been giving me the impression that she is ready to defend her rights and may even throw hands if needed." Remy refused to listen to Claressa's attempts to persuade Papoose to tell her the truth, so she made up what she was writing. "Papa's stupid self fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields because my house. When she heard my voice, this girl who is reportedly a boxing champion hung up the phone in terror. You're not alone, even if I've told you everything." But Remy wasn't finished yet. She stated that Claressa Shields and her public relations team had been fabricating articles about me daily to make. "I begged Pap to say something that would make me look terrible and make him look like an angel for too long, but he kept telling me to keep quiet. I saw it all, boo. And now that you're so tough, the world will see it too. He also said that he would never be with you because you're ugly. I'm worn out." However, this New Yorker's story did not end there. When Claressa learned that Remy had made her public, she exploded. She screamed at Papoose, "I know you hate online drama, but you have to do something about it. I can't expose her out here. Just so you know, Claressa has a big film coming out on December 25th. And she doesn't need to be embroiled in a tumultuous romantic relationship with a married man." But Remy wasn't done yet, so she scrawled, "You are a dummy, Papoose." He seized her phone and said, "Hey, Miss Shields, I got all of your texts and photos from other women while he was restrained." Claressa seemed to be pleading with Papoose, to be at least one of them to say, "I'm not happy, but all right. As she continued to contact me, I'll stop because I don't want to cause you any more anguish." "Hey, Miss Shields, I'm a one-boyfriend woman, just like I was a one-husband woman, and I am a good woman at that," Remy spat at Claressa, who might have been pleading with Papoose. "To be honest, people won't just leave for this reason. He claimed that I am the one with the money. He would never buy you anything." She basically called Papoose broke, which seems to have been the last straw for him. In response, he said, "It's sad to say, but Remy is a narcissist. Just chose to cheat over and over again. I have finally moved on, and now she is acting like the victim. Stop playing with me because I am not the enemy you want. I am not even angry, in fact. I am extremely happy, which is why your man is upset. I've already made multiple divorce requests, but she would rather be influential on social media than deal with issues this way. I didn't want to share this drama online for the benefit of our 6-year-old kid, but I've been silent long enough. I'll never get anyone arrested." But you keep going. Another easily verifiable lie is that one. By fabricating text messages from a decade ago to cover up adultery, you are the one who deceived the cops, which is blatantly narcissistic behavior. He then responded to the claims that Remy had cheated on him since I wouldn't pretend that. I didn't knock this guy out. She didn't believe me when I told her that we could get a divorce like adults. He was really soft the last time I saw him, and everyone saw him in the fetal position. I still have messages from her pleading with me to lie about it, but it doesn't matter. I didn't even throw a second punch after I knocked him unconscious. Remy roused him and brought him home for 4 days. My daughter had been lying again when I got home to spend time with her. Narcissistic, I knocked him out because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife, not because he slept with her. I am with my baby on every important day, Remy said, swiftly dispelling the notion that she had left their daughter behind on Christmas. You tried to coerce me for money so that our divorce would go smoothly, and you have a serious gambling issue, she added. For years, I've been pleading with you to leave and allow our divorce to go amicably, but you, just like you, use my history and the image of the so-called gangster girl to trap me. You would run away if we had a public outburst. While you were threatening me, you even filmed me, making fun of me for calling the police, saying things like, "Oh, not Remy Ma calling the police for help." You're a snitch. You're a rat. Give him a call. Both of them have been making claims, arguing with one another's accounts, and attempting to control the conversation with Papoose, who had largely remained. It was evident from his response that he had been suppressing his irritation for some time. He claimed that Remy had rejected his attempt to get a divorce in private because he believed she wanted attention. I am speaking now only because I can no longer ignore the way she is twisting things, he said. Given the chaos on social media, he has often stated that his daughter, who is 6 years old, is his top priority and that he does not want her to grow up in this mess. Remy vehemently disputed that he attempted to have her imprisoned. The hardest blow came when he mentioned her alleged infidelity. He was at home with their kid on Christmas, and that Remy was with someone else. He accused her of lying to change the facts and said that she refused to handle their divorce like an adult because she did not want the truth to be known. Papoose then admitted that he had knocked out the man Remy was seeing, but he maintained that was done only to undermine him and justify her own behavior. Not because of the affair. The man shook his hand, pretended to be calm, and then left behind his wife's back. He explained how Remy left him and their daughter for the same man after the fight, which Papoose claimed was the ultimate betrayal. Even though he is over and has moved on, the drama is far from over, and it doesn't seem like things will get better anytime soon. This is one of the messiest breakups in hip-hop. But Remy didn't end there. She went on, criticizing Papoose this time for keeping her out of it. You tried to keep me hidden from everyone, and she wrote to Joe and your brothers. No, I thought, don't say anything. Don't show the real him. I was saying you will do anything to protect the black love image that I helped you build. And you were perfectly fine letting the world believe lies about me. How many of my relatives and friends did you purposefully alienate? How many times did you act like it was all a misunderstanding when you started the situation? Because of the murmurs you told them, they started to feel uneasy and distrustful of me. I saw it every time you downplayed my achievements, refused to acknowledge my successes, or tried to shift the focus to someone else so I wouldn't get the attention you want. You just watched helplessly as I lost the people I loved. In addition, she said that he was jealous of her achievement and that it infuriated her to see other people praising her in such a manner. You tried to destroy my dreams, aspirations, and vision because I wouldn't put you above everyone and everything. You even made a public vow to destroy it, and you were successful. You spread rumors, incited others against me, and did everything you could too. Make it fail because you wanted to see me fail. Without hesitation, Remy continued. I started the Battle Rap League, and you were upset with me for it? The fact that I was helping other rappers annoyed you. Did you feel threatened by that? And if so, why? I dared to follow paths since I didn't want to live in your shadow. She said she knew Papoose also controlled that narrative and that she was tired of the knockout story being used against her. I'm so tired of the knockout tale because you made sure it never finished. Each time it began to fade, you brought it back to life and devised new ways to inspire others to keep it alive. Even if you told yourself it would, you made sure it did. If you knew it wouldn't, not like a nighttime robber wearing a mask, you quickly left once he saw you, but not before giving the world yet more cause to doubt me. You are known to my security. Was more than a divide. Was a full-fledged fight, and neither of them was prepared to retreat. Once believing admirers were now unsure of whom to believe as their love story fell apart. I hope you made it up and sold it to the public to get people to see me the way you wanted them to. You spread false information, purchased information, and gave battle rappers in my company false information. You made certain people doubt me, question me, and turn against me. Why? You couldn't stand it when I did something without you? You had to be in command since you wanted to be the hero and I the villain. Despite all that had transpired, including the deceit, manipulation, and treachery, you still had the gall to invite me to the event, because appearances were more important than the truth. You took hold of my hand, smiled for the cameras, and pretended that everything was well. This gave the impression that we were still a team. I allowed you to play along because you needed people to still believe in you and the world to see us together. When I wanted to shout, I smiled, and when I wanted to leave, I stood with you. Even though I knew it was all lies, I gave you a chance because I saw you today, and I won't remain silent any longer. So you forgot that you attacked me in the garage, which is why the pool was never completed. To get you the heck off me, the workmen contacted the police. Pap, keep playing with the cops. I finished editing myself. The audio and video come next. Continue to lie. Their marriage has clearly dissolved at this point, and the entire thing is a complete mess. Papoose was accused by her of touching her. To be honest, they fooled people for a time by continuing to act like the ideal couple. However, before the truth is revealed, Remy makes another startling discovery. She and Claressa were cool before Claressa started acting strangely toward Papoose. In addition to wishing her a happy new year, Claressa demeaned her and even asked for advice on how to flaunt her figure. This is ridiculous, Remy stated a few days prior to her asking me for style advice. This is Papa's strange girl I created. A monster, she continued. I knew it was wrong to praise you, but I kept quiet when I realized the truth. Claressa eventually clapped back, stating, I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this clown behavior after growing. Tired of being dragged into the controversy. You're 29, but I'm not 45 yet. Remy immediately said, You feel comfortable lying to these people because you think you know what I have? But I promise you, you are going to regret this. He loves to give you flowers and gifts, but he didn't answer his phone this week since he was with his other girlfriend. Claressa then adopted the opposing position, claiming that Remy was fabricating texts caused trouble. Fans are taking sides in the dispute, which doesn't appear to be going away anytime soon. It's crazy that you made fake texts, she said. You cannot bully me because I am a woman. It is complete pandemonium, and you are now resentful and making things up. Finished, but she threw Remy into a fight right away, shouting, Come get. You're behind, whooped, crash out. Guess what happened on February 2nd when no one was discussing the Vista Cups? Remy turned down her challenge. Remy is undoubtedly a fireball, and Claressa is a trained professional boxer who also practices mixed martial arts. Let's be honest, she would have demolished Remy in a matter of seconds. But for someone who claims to be done with Papoose, Remy didn't seem that interested in addition to the block captain's poor appearance, Claressa is concerned that he is apparently proposing to her. Is anyone surprised by the claims that he is already having affairs? Given that he is out here showing off his new girlfriend and that Claressa has declared that she is ready to be his wife, it appears that Papoose has completely moved on. Although it appears that their drama is far from done, Remy is most likely enjoying their relationship and lamenting the way things turned out somewhere else. Keep an eye out to see what happens next. Next.